We are in the home stretch with almost 1 week to go until Election Day, 8 days. The candidates are locked in a statistical dead heat.
With time running out, they're trying to shore up their base and possibly persuade any undecided voter if they exist. Joining us with more is ABC News executive editorial producer John Santucci. Always great to see you.
Good morning. Good to see all of you.
I was down there at the Garden outside watching the swell of people trying to make their way inside.
Yeah.
You spent several hours inside. What did you make of
I
the...
lost count. I think 8 hours.
8 hours.
Sitting.
So you've seen Trump rallies before.
Yeah.
What did you make of the differences with this one that was happening in the middle of a very blue city like New York City?
You know, it's funny. Part of the reason why I wanted to go, as you know, this is, it was not my job anymore. It was my job years ago to follow him around the country at wherever he went, is that I wanted to see it, but this was a rally that he talked about going back to 2015 and 16. He always wanted to play, as he says, the Garden. So you walked in, you saw that enthusiasm, that energy. I mean,
he was on the marquee.
He's on the marquee. He's on the Jumbotron. I mean, it's going all the way up to the nosebleeds. I mean, he filled the house. You got to say it. It's just the truth.
Yeah, 19,000 people plus.
But then to see the hours long of pre-programming, it kicked off with that comedian that made that horribly offensive joke to Puerto Rican Americans, and then it just dove from there. I mean, people saying that Kamala Harris is anti-Christ, the way that Rudy Giuliani was speaking about her, it just the tone and tenor. And one of the things that I realized, guys, is that, going back to the 2016 election, Donald Trump would go to these events, usually they're in Michigan or Pennsylvania, not New York, because it's a very blue state. I don't think he's going to flip it this time around, but he thinks otherwise. And you would see people that were still curious, right? People that were dressed like us, coming from work, doing something, with their kids. There was so much red MAGA that, for a campaign where right now you really need that get out the vote, bring people that have not really decided, there was not one person that I observed that wasn't voting for Donald Trump last night.
That's a great point. It was almost like a branding event.
Totally.
So many red hats and everybody decked out in their Trump gear.
Right, and Trump outright said that this was clearly a success. A lot of people, you saw it in person, so did you.
Yeah.
A lot of people showed up.
Totally.
But there was that backlash that you just mentioned.
Instant.
How does something like that, calling, Puerto Rico a garbage island, how does that detract from all this success that he's claiming?
Yeah.
And the fact that they had to issue this apology, is that going to impact?
Let's zoom out for a second, right? Because this wasn't a comedian that was provided by the House, if you will. It wasn't somebody that was playing Madison Square Garden. This was someone that the Trump campaign hired.
Right.
If you Google this person, as we all did, Charlene sitting there on our phones, this is a person that's known to make racist jokes. So it's not like you should be surprised by it, like, oh, we didn't know that this guy would do that. This is the guy's playbook. So for a campaign where every vote matters, every demographic matters, a guy that right now is honing in on immigration as a key issue for him, to disenfranchise any voter is a problem. And I've spoken to multiple aides close to the former president. Some of them, I just hung up with one as we were getting mic'd up here, Charlene, said to me, look, it's 10 o'clock. We'll be on to the next problem by 1 o'clock. Let's see what happens, sort of ignoring it. Others saying this is a problem because right now every vote matters. And you see them campaigning for them.
Well, and so the comedian's name is Tony Hinchcliffe. Yeah. At the very, very least, it is a distraction.
100%. And an unmitigated one that was not needed.
And an opportunity for the other side of the ticket to capitalize on it. We're seeing that with Vice President Harris's campaign. What is now their play? I know last night she was at a Puerto Rican restaurant.
You could not make it up because none of the things you can make up in this election cycle. As that comment's being made, Kamala Harris is over in Philadelphia, Danny, actually at a Puerto Rican restaurant trying to bring those voters out for her. I mean, talk about lightning in a bottle with a moment like that. Look, they are literally spread across the country. We see Donald Trump today heading down to Georgia. Kamala Harris has been out Midwest. This is what they need to do every day for the next 8 days. We're going to be covering it and going through it. They're going to be hitting every state they can.
We'll be watching it closely, as always.
Thank you.